welcome to Shooby Dooby Doo Up, a podcast where we talk about pop music, specifically by deep diving a randomly chosen UK top 10 singles chart from the past. I'm James Cook.
I'm Andy Robinson, and which randomly chosen, we always like to stress that it's a fact, isn't it, James? It is randomly chosen. We should point that out. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking about these facts. Which randomly chosen UK top 10 singles chart from the past we're choosing this week?
It's from the 26th of June, 1971. We are halfway through the top 10 rundown because in part 1, we did numbers 10 to 6. You can listen to that. It is available. Or you could just listen to this quick recap. Down one place to number 10, it's I Am, I Said by Neil Diamond.
A song of introspection and the self and a chair.
Up 10 places to number 9, it's Coco by The Sweet.
The video features a Barbican centre.
Up 10 to number... That was the big takeaway from that, was it? Up 10 to number 8, Don't Let It Die by Hurricane Smith.
Ex-Beatle engineer makes a plea to save the planet.
Down 5 to number 7, it's Knock 3 Times by Tony Orlando and Dawn.
Twice on the pipe.
Up 1 to number 6, He's Gonna Step on You Again by John Congos.
It's Twisted My Melon Man. As always, you can listen to all of these songs and the 5 we're about to discuss and another half a dozen never ever feature in the UK top 10 that we talk about in our Patreon content, James, called bonus tracks.
That's right. In this week's bonus tracks, a 2 Roger song, The Dad from Gremlins, and someone who is surprisingly not Irish.
2 Roger song I'm liking as a teaser. As always, check out this music on YouTube and Spotify and our attached playlist, because not only does it make what me and James are going on about in an early 70s style more relevant, also great top 10 to listen to.
And you can sign up for our Patreon by going to patreon.com/ShoobyPodcast.
Number 5.
Up 1 to number 5, it's Mungo Jerry with Lady Rose this week.
Now, I was completely unfamiliar with this song before this week, but I have heard In the Summertime by Mungo Jerry, so I was familiar with it a little bit.
We covered In the Summertime once upon a time, didn't we?
Yes, in the pilot episode that you won't let me put out, so no one's heard it other than us two.
Well, that's good. That's good. I mean, you don't put out your first draft of everything, do you? I'm going you do, don't you? My apologies. Also, I'm going to say this, James, I bring in YouTube comments to drag us away from the self-importance of our own opinions. Mick Can 3714 says, takes me back to being a teenager. Where has the time gone? We all got dressed up, no trainers allowed, shirt and tie, or you couldn't get in. How things have changed. Anything goes now, and not for the better.
Right, so is that a comment on the Mungo Jerry video where Ray Dorset is not wearing a shirt at all?
That's right. He hasn't even put a shirt on, has he?
He's just topless playing a guitar on a boat on a lake in a park. So that comment's bullshit.
I like it when you ever go at people being reminiscent and nostalgic, saying it was a better time. You never buy it, do you?
Some things were good, but not everything.
All right. It sounds a lot like Mark Bolan, T-Rex, this record, doesn't it?
Well, the T-Rex were about, weren't they? They'd had a couple of hits already.
Yes. Let's do it briefly. The structure at the beginning. Mungo. That's his name, isn't it? The lead singer. Mungo.
Ray Dorset.
Ray Dorset. It's got a kind of Buddy Holly beginning, I think, where he's going. There's a bit of that going on, isn't there? Peggy Sue. But he's not singing about Peggy Sue. He's singing about Lady Rose. By the firelight, I see her face before my eyes. And then up to Lady Rose. Lady Rose. And then essentially, my whatever it is, my Lady Rose. If you Lady Rose, then you know I blow my nose, etc. So it's a very simple song, isn't it? You know, if you're looking for the harmonic intention behind this song and the information, not the most ambitious song, but it's catchy as hell.
Yeah, he said he composed it in a single sitting.
I can believe it.
I don't know how long that is. What would you say is the time length of a single sitting?
We've talked about it in the past, haven't we, James, with records? I mean, wasn't Losing My Religion one of them, weirdly, where they said we wrote this in about 20 minutes? This has got a touch of the 20 minutes and that'll do element. I'm not criticising that, because sometimes it gives it a good spontaneity. I mean, it's catchy as hell, this song.
Is 20 minutes a sitting?
To write a song, I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, yeah,
Because like in a restaurant, a sitting is like a couple of hours, isn't it?
unless you're in Nando's, which I learned this week, which they want to beat you out as soon as possible. All right,
They
then.
want you out as soon as possible. According to Dorset, Lady Rose represented purity, charm, and timelessness.
Does she?
Yes, but she's not real. She's imaginary. It's not based on a specific person.
Lost in memories of the moment, of the time spent, how the days went. I mean, in some ways, it's absolute rubbish. This song, isn't it? You know, in terms of, but you know, it had a charm. It won't be my funeral song, James. So don't put it on my list.
Oh, okay.
Screw
Well, I've got to ring the crematorium. Hang on. You've said it's fairly inoffensive, really, isn't it? Here's this lovely lady.
It's a
I'm singing
ditty.
about a lady. Yeah, it's quite nice and pleasant. Banned by the BBC.
Was it?
Yes.
Despite being number 5, despite that cultural ban.
Yeah, and it's such a weird reason to ban it. So this was put out as a maxi single. It was a single where you played it at album speed on your record player. So you played it at 33 and a third rather than 45 RPM. So they could get more tracks on it. And one of the other tracks on the maxi single was a cover of Leadbelly's Have a Whiff on Me, which the BBC said was encouraging drug taking.
Okay.
So they said, we're not going to play any of the songs on it. Feels really harsh.
Really
So
harsh.
eventually they reissue it and they take that track off and they replace it so that the BBC will play it.
So a maxi single you can fit more tracks on. Why is that not just an EP then? What's the difference between an EP and a maxi single? Oh, because you play it 33. I answered myself then, all right.
But here's the thing, they only included the cover of Have a Whiff on Me on the maxi single because they did a session version of it that went down really well. And who was that session for? The BBC. So, just utter rubbish, utter nonsense.
I find it interesting that in these times of the BAFTAs and Trump documentaries, that even in 71, the BBC were up left, right and centre.
I mean, it's no in the summertime, is it?
Nope, it is very much Lady Rose, though, isn't it? It's got its own identity. I don't know
Yeah.
why. This is a song, you mentioned one in part 1, that's been nagging you all week. And you were singing Neil Diamond, wasn't it? I'm going to say the same for Mungo Jerry. This is one that's kind of, it's not my favourite by a long shot, but found myself singing it.
This has been your earworm this week, has it?
Yeah. Frustrating.
Have you been trying to blast your ears with white noise to try and get it out? I mean, it's pleasant enough. I can imagine this being used as the soundtrack as a sort of a montage in a 1970s romantic comedy.
Yeah.
You know, when they start dating and everything's going well, this is the song they play and it's all very summery and they're in the park having a lovely time.
I'm wondering why Mungo Jerry, that's his name, isn't it, the lead singer?
Ray Dorset, yeah.
I'm wondering why he felt the need to say it's not based on a real person and it's a figment of my imagination. I mean, it's so nebulous. It could be about anyone and anything, this song, really. It's got no real meaning to it, I think.
Other than to get inside your head, it would seem.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Up 1 to number 4. I should point out, every song in the top 5 this week is peaking. So this is no exception. It's I'm Gonna Run Away From You by Tammy Lynn.
No, James, my ears made me think this record isn't from 1971. It sounds older, I'm guessing.
Yes, it's from 1965.
Yeah. Did you know this song before this week?
I kind of did a bit, yes. Did you?
No, it's been a real treat and discovery for me, this one. What a groover this is.
There's a reason why it's in the charts in 1971, 6 years later in that.
I would guess that's because of the Northern Soul movement, maybe.
Yes, it
We've
is.
done it before, haven't we, with the Drifters and people like this. What's this record doing in the charts in this era? It's always Northern Soul, isn't it?
Yeah, and in the early 70s, there were quite a lot of Northern Soul classics. So these are all songs that were recorded in the 60s that then come back into the top 10 because of their popularity on the dance floors of, Wigan Casino and all of those places.
Yeah.
Do you know any of the others?
Do I Love You by Frank Wilson? That hit later, wasn't it? Because KFC did it. All right. We've covered some in the past Northern Soul records, didn't we? That Shotgun Boogie. That was an old record that may have been played out and about in the dance clubs. Let's cut this charade to the chase,
Okay.
and you just tell me.
Hey Girl, Don't Bother Me by the Tams.
Tams, I'm going to guess.
Oh, you're going to guess that. Got to number one. Heaven Must Have Sent You.
Don't know.
The Elgins. There's a Ghost in My House.
Dean Taylor.
Yes. I Get the Sweetest Feeling.
Jackie Wilson.
Yes. My parents' first dance at their wedding. Yes.
Ah, nice.
Love on a Mountaintop.
And I can't remember. Go on.
Robert Knight.
Okay.
7 Days is Too Long.
Yes. The moment I'm feeling that very similar. That's
Chuck
until I
Wood.
see you again, James, to do whatever one we're going to do next time. All right.
And The Night.
Do not know.
You don't know The Night?
No.
By Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
No, I don't think so.
The night begins to turn your head around.
Oh, it's of course.
So, because of my passing acquaintance with Northern Soul classics, that's why I know this song.
Okay.
Because I was well into all of that.
Did you ever go dancing with your talcum powder?
Not with my talcum powder. I managed to talk someone to go with me Northern Soul dancing once. The whole thing about Northern Soul clubs, as far as I can tell, is the competition is to see who can play the rarest record, which means who can play the record that no one knows. Yeah. So if you want to go and hear songs that you've never heard before, go to a proper Northern Soul night, and you'll be like, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to dance anyway.
People
I did some Northern Soul DJing. Did I tell you that? Completely forgot.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I due to a bizarre chain of events, I have opened for Russ Winstanley, his classic Wigan casino DJ.
Have you really? You've hit this light under a bushel. Tell me more. Tell me more. As they say in Greece.
Yeah. It was through the guy I used to regularly DJ with, Adam. He managed to wangle that. We went on and warmed up the crowd. And the thing is, we only really knew the big Northern Soul classics.
Yeah.
So we were like, well, what do we play then? Because he's going to want to play all of them.
Yeah.
And I think we did tread on his toes a little bit, but he was fine with it. He was like, I don't think anyone cares. So
fair enough.
Yeah. Seemed like a nice bloke.
Did you get people dancing and moving and grooving? That's always they
were up and dancing.
All right.
Yeah, but proper Northern Soul fans, they're proper purists. They don't like it when Aravists show up.
I mean, they do my nut in them lot, really, and the rockabilly lot. That when I've been around there, they only ever like one record by Elvis, and if anyone's ever heard it, it must be rubbish. I said to one bloke once, I was talking about his music tastes, and he went, I like obscure music. And I thought, that's not a genre, is it? You absolute nana. Anyway, we're doing the top 10. This is number 4, so Tammy Lynn. Now, we talk about dancing. This seems to be loud and clear in this record. Did you watch the video?
Well, I watched her performance on Top of the Pops, where she's having a bit of a dance as she sings it.
Did you see the Soul Train episode where they played this record and all them people
No.
dancing to it? It's really good. There's as Major Cappy says, find me a club like this, man. And Alan Harvey says, I dare you to get this expressive at your local dance clubs.
Are they really going for it, are they?
Really going for it. People point out in the video that Jeffrey Daniel and Jodie Watley from Shalimar turn up from this Soul Train episode or whatever it is. Great. Leanne Islaw says, it would be awesome to bring these folks together today and recreate this line dance.
So Tammy Lynn would work as a backing singer for Dr. John, the Rolling Stones, Wilson Pickett, Sonny and Cher, among others. She records this in 1965, as I say. It charts twice now, and then again in 1975 it gets to number 36.
Who wrote it, do you know?
Burt Burns.
What else did he write and produce, as we've covered before in one of our previous episodes?
Twist and Shout, Piece of My Heart, Tell Him, Cry Baby, Hang On Sloopy, I Want Candy, Cry to Me, and Everybody Needs Somebody to Love.
And Here Comes the Night by them.
Oh, yes, Here Comes the Night, because that was the song we talked about, yes. And he's subject of the documentary Bang, the Burt Burns Story, which I would heartily recommend. It tells his whole story.
What's that on, as people say these days?
I think you have to buy it, but I think it's on either Amazon or Apple. And Burt Burns had been dead for 4 years when this chart comes out, so
Okay.
it's a sad story in many ways, but also quite a uplifting story because he outlived the doctor's predictions because he wasn't very well.
Thank you, Burt Burns, for your contribution to the panoply of pop. I
We
mean,
should also point out that Tammy Lynn is not Tammy Lynn's real name.
what is it?
Gloria Brown.
What would you say this song is about? What's Gloria warning us all of?
About the dangers of love.
Yeah, she's going to run away from them, isn't she?
Because she's too in love, so she's got to hide from it.
Yeah.
At one point she sings, I go to every single place we used to go. I can't even sit through a movie show. And that made me think of you and your inability to watch the film Sung Sung Blue all the way through.
Yeah, all right. Me and Tammy would get on, I believe. It's got a key change in, so, you know, they're coming thick and fast now.
It's a brilliant stomper. Gets you up and dancing, doesn't it?
Charlie Mendoza on YouTube says, when life becomes a struggle, they're referring to the Soul Train video. When life becomes a struggle, I play this video and it makes the world a better place. Have you got any videos that you go to, James? There's a little pick-me-up, a little cheer.
Lithium, but not the Nirvana version. The version by the Polyphonic Spree.
Okay. And is that just the record or the video as well that makes you feel happy? Okay.
Both.
Do you know, I was in Los Angeles for a short while in my life, and there was a rumour that can I say this? Yeah, because it's unarguable. I mean, all the Polyphonic Spree women, and the fellas, I guess, are all beautiful, aren't they? They're all right lookers. And the little...
Everyone's beautiful in their own way, Andy.
As Diana said.
Yeah, so there's that. Also, there's a Beverly Knight singing Twist and Shout. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, it's great. That's a real pick-me-up as well. What about you, Andy? What are your big pick-me-up songs?
I for some reason, the bit in Rocket Man, Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting, that big production number cheers me up. Again, I think I just like the glamour and the bit in Better Man, the Robbie Williams, Rock DJ. I mean, you know, these are things I sort of put on now and again as a 3-minute blast of adrenaline. Always make me feel happier.
And that's why I think Northern Soul records are great, because they mostly do that. And when I started running comedy nights years ago, the music I would play, you know, pre-show and in the breaks was always Northern Soul, because it was upbeat and old-timey.
And do you feel it worked to make... I'm a big fan of this. I have an argument at the club I'm sometimes work at. You've got to get the music right, haven't you, for a show, I believe, for even if it's just background music for intervals and everything. Keep people happy, keep people interested.
Yeah. Well, both of those clubs folded, so no. I think there might have been other factors at play.
Number 3.
Up one to number 3, it's Bannerman by Bloomink.
Their third of 4 UK top 10 hits. Can you name any others?
They had that one, take a little bit of racism and put it in a wigwam.
Yeah, Melting Pot.
Melting Pot, yeah.
That was one of the others.
I don't like it when that song gets criticised for racism, and because it's a different time, isn't it? They were doing their best, Bloomink.
And, you know, in 1971, they were a multiracial band.
Yeah, so...
There weren't many of those knocking around back then.
I'm apologising for my unnecessary dig, but we live in different times. What would you say this song is about?
This song is, well, first of all, this song is a 3 Roger song.
You mentioned the Rogers in it before, and I'm interested.
Yeah, there are 3 Rogers involved. There's Roger Coolman, who founded Bloomink, plays the keyboards. And then there's the songwriters, 2 Rogers we've spoken of before, Roger Cook and Roger Greenaway.
Cook and Greenaway, they've popped up many times in this podcast, haven't they? Especially in this era, of course.
And the guy singing on it, that's Roger Cook.
Is it? The fellow in the
Yes.
video?
Yes,
right.
That's right, with Madeline Bell.
And Herbie Flowers is on bass, if you know him. Herbie Flowers, the bass player, who is sort of known for playing Walk on the Wild Side by Lou Reed, but most famously, he wrote Grandad, didn't he? For whatever choir that was.
He also played the bass on Rock On, which we've covered before. War of the Worlds.
The chances of anything coming to Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, he said. Okay, so here we go. Again, loads of pedigree in this chart.
And also, you know Ben Miller off of Armstrong and Miller, the actor and comedian Ben Miller. Yeah, his father-in-law plays the guitar on this. Alan Parker is his name.
Okay.
But on Madeline Bell, who, does a lot of the heavy lifting as the co-vocalist, what did she sing backing vocals on? Famous Rolling Stones song? You Can't Always Get What You Want.
Did she Rolling Stones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye Bye Blackbird.
Who by? Somebody. One of them.
Joe Cocker. And Barabba Jaggle, which we've done in the bonus tracks.
When?
We did. Donovan.
Oh, of course. Yeah, my apologies. I forgot the title. Yeah, that's a great record.
And now I've got a theory that a lot of this top 10 has a kind of Eurovision feel to it.
Yeah, I'd agree.
And she sang the German entry to Eurovision in 1975, which is called Ein Lied kann eine Brücke sein.
It's such a beautiful language.
It came 17th.
Made me think, James, last week we were both a bit sniffy, weren't they, about the chart we did, saying a lot of records sound similar and they've got the same chords going on, essentially. I mean, you could throw this accusation at this chart, I believe.
And yet it feels there's more variety.
Yeah, made me wonder, though, whether, that we were too dismissive about last week's chart because we were old men. Anyway, 1971, the best. I was so happy.
Also, Madeline Bell sang the main vocal on Wonderful Gas on the British gas adverts of the early 1980s.
That's good. We mentioned the American advert singer earlier on, so, let's bring the British back into it.
Which I should point out is different from Cookability, That's the Beauty of Gas, which she didn't sing on.
Important distinction. Rhodia Scrolls on YouTube says a lot of Blooming's numbers have been forced out of fashion, but things like this survive, and we can add it to the other flag-inspired anthems about civil action and marching under colours. Every movement needs signed themes. So
yeah, it's a march, isn't it? This song.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
So we waved our hands as we marched along, and the people smiled as we sang our song, and the world was saved as they listened to the band, and the bannerman held the banner high. He was 10 feet tall and he touched the sky, and I wish that I could be a bannerman. I've never heard someone who holds a banner being called a bannerman before, so I liked it, apart from Duncan Bannerman in Dragon's Den.
Yeah, and Campbell Bannerman, former Prime Minister.
Okay.
Banana Man, the superhero.
Nigel Pegg, this is good. He says, Sheringham Salvation Army did a video for this. We marched up and down a hill in sweltering heat. Sadly, it went down on the Thursday and our video wasn't broadcast. Top of the Pops never played the song that went down. So apparently, according to Nigel Pegg, Sheringham Salvation Army band did a cover, and it sounds like a Salvation Army song a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a march, as I say. They're singing about, isn't it great marching behind a flag? And that kind of thinking terrifies me a little bit.
Do you think?
I tend to go, I'm not sure about that.
Have you ever been on a march where you had to hold a banner?
No.
No, nor me. Makes me think I am part of the problem, not the solution.
Well, you say that. Right, I've got quite a controversial theory about marches, and petitions for that matter.
Go on.
They are what losers do.
Do you think?
Yeah, I don't mean, oh man, you're a loser. I mean, whichever side lost the last election, that's the side that are going to do loads of marching and petitions.
Are you dismissing the notion of civil protest, James?
No, not at all. But can you think of a march that's actually changed anything?
The poll tax demonstration with all the millions I talk about?
Was that a march?
Yeah, people were marching.
No.
How else did they get there?
That was a riot. Marches, not very effective. Riots, quite effective.
Right.
But no one wants to say that out loud because it encourages rioting.
What about all the civil rights marches that happened in the 60s?
And then there was no racism anymore.
But things changed because of the nature of this demonstration, James.
Things changed because Lyndon Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act. When Nixon got in, he did nothing.
I'm not sure. All right. I mean, I've never been on one, so I don't know why I'm not all of a sudden.
Nor have I. And I'm sure there will be comments from people going, I went on a march and we had a lovely time. And I'm sure you did. And I'm not saying that it's important that a voice is projected, but ultimately it is just howling. It is just going, we think this, and power will probably go, oh, do you? And carry on doing what they were going to do anyway, unless you get rid of them.
All right. We've strayed off the topic of this beautiful song by band. No, we haven't strayed off the topic. We're digging into it, aren't we? I mean, we do like to offer our opinions. James Cook is saying, don't bother protesting because nothing ever changed. That's what you said.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying don't bother. I'm saying don't expect it to change anything.
Okay. Well, I put a quiz out on our social media, James, on our Instagram and Facebook pages, which are called Shooby Pod. What they're called?
On Facebook, just search for Shooby Dooby Doo Up. On Instagram, we're Shooby Podcast.
Maybe wonder how I put this quiz up, realising I don't know the name of the site. But
Don't let light in upon magic, Andy.
what happened is I asked a lot of people, what other kind of man could Blue Mink be singing about? Seemed good.
Is there another kind other than a banner man?
We're going to find out, aren't we? As you know, James, for some reason, we have a lot of pop stars listening to this podcast, don't we?
Yeah. In the afterlife, a lot of them.
You sure? So we put this question out. What other type of man could Blue Mink sing about? This is what we got back.
John Lennon's got in touch again to say he's a man who lives nowhere.
Bob Dylan's emailed in claiming if a man plays a tambourine, he don't care.
Michael Jackson's threw his hat in and is saying he's in the mirror and he should stop it.
Elton John's got it wrong when he reckons that a man should live in a rocket.
Sting is thinking that a man could be English and reside in New York.
And Morrissey is getting stroppy and wonders where the men who are charming are all talk.
Sam and Dave are having a rave, believing they are soul men and are saying at least that's something.
Shania Twain has got in touch again to say she's going out tonight, she's feeling all right, she's got no inhibitions or conditions, and her prerogative is to have a little fun, because, man, she feels like a woman. Who do you think got the closest this week? Who are we giving the million pop points to?
Sting, because he's alive.
Number 2.
Up one place to number 2. It's I Did What I Did for Maria by Tony Christie.
I'd heard this song several times in my life. I've never realised what the subject matter was about till this week.
Yes, it's one of the few songs that's about the benefits of capital punishment. And I just want to say that I think it's proof that you can have songs that you completely disagree with, but that you still quite like.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because an eye for an eye and a life for a life, I don't actually agree with that. But in this song, I'll belt it out.
Before we get into Tony Christie and the enigma that is he, let's get into it. So what would you say this song is about? You skip right to the ending with an eye for an eye and a man for a man bit.
Man for a man?
No, it's for a no.
That's a different song.
As you say, it doesn't matter, does it? I can just enjoy it for what it is.
Well, it's all about a guy who's coming to avenge the death of his wife. And he's got a gun, he's looking for the guy. He kills the guy, he feels good about it.
He's out in the courtyard, they are ready for him. He's already in the courtyard, he's already been done. And then he recounts the story in verse 2, doesn't he? As I rode into town with the sun going down, all the windows were barred, there was no one around, for they knew that I'd come with my hand on my gun and revenge in my heart for Maria, my dearest departed Maria. She's already dead.
Yes. And that bit about I come into town and it's all barred up and there's no one there. Doesn't it sound like Dudley?
I did what I did for Marie. Laughter echoed across the end of the street. There was a man I was burning to meet, and my mind was so calm and so clear when I took my revenge to Maria. And in the final verse, he fell to the ground, raising dust all around, but I knew he was dead long before he went down. It was quick, it was clean, made it easy on him, which is more than he did for Maria. This man has done something terrible to Maria.
This is, the mind boggles. Because part of me was going, you're going to go and kill a guy because Maria's dead. We don't know how Maria died. And that's the only hint that she was murdered, is that last line. Because otherwise he's just an angry man whose wife's died and he's taken it out on someone.
Yeah.
But this is, this is a murder ballad.
As Luke Roberts on YouTube says, this is a dark song. Holy crap, Tony Christie's pretty metal. While the end of everything says, this guy sounds like some sort of fascist.
Well, it's vigilante justice, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's very similar to Green Green Grass of Home, because that is sung from the point of view of someone who's about to be executed for a crime.
And a lot of people on YouTube were saying they thought it was Tom Jones. I mean, it's a compliment in some ways. That's my perception. Anyway, if you're getting compared to Tom Jones, you're doing a good job, aren't you?
Well, he was, with Green Green Grass of Home, Delilah, he had songs about murder and death. Can you think of other songs on a similar theme?
I thought you were just asking me, can I think of other songs? I can think of loads of them. Mac the Knife, I suppose.
Yeah, Mac the Knife. Number 1 for Bobby Darin in 1959, probably most famously.
Go on.
We've done a couple.
About a murder. By who?
One from the one from the 50s.
Stagger Lee by
Stagger
Lloyd
Lee.
Price, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Where was the other one from?
From the 80s. Do you want a clue?
Please.
Shadow.
Moonlight Shadow.
Shadow.
But,
Some murder in that, isn't there?
yeah, that's right. Mike Oldfield and who was it who sang it? My apologies, I forgot her name.
Oh, Jackie Onassis.
Yeah, Jackie and
Yeah.
Let's email us in, put comments below. Forgot that was pretty rude of us that we forgot her name with Moonlight Shadow.
Shadow.
So yeah, now this is good. We talked about whatever was in the background of the other video, the Barbican Centre. Driver Steve says the background video is from Brighton along the coast from the remains of West Pier towards Brighton Marina. The video looks contemporary to the music. And then Dardo Barto says, what the F has a pier got to do with this song? Just shows incompetence is not a new thing.
Well, he did what he did for a peer. This is great. This might go on my karaoke playlist.
Ah, okay.
It's so dramatic and overblown.
And the words are great, aren't they? Because I've never properly listened to it, at least lyrically, made me think that, sometimes people go, I don't really listen to lyrics. I think, well, you should, because they make all the difference sometimes.
You know who does listen to lyrics?
Who?
Women.
What?
You must have heard of them.
Women?
Yeah.
Are there any in the top 10? I mean, that's a Blue Mink.
Yeah, there was one in Blue Mink, just.
No others, I don't think.
That's enough, isn't it?
Oh,
There's one coming up.
Tammy Lynn, we've done it.
There's loads, it turns out.
What are you asking me about women and lyrics? What are you saying that the only people who listen to lyrics are women for?
I didn't say the only people who listen to lyrics are women. I said, do you know who does listen to lyrics? Women.
Do you think? Why are you saying that?
Because I used to work on the radio and that's what we were told.
It is interesting, isn't it? I was told the other day that someone won't forgive Billy Joel because he wrote Just the Way You Are, yeah, which we've covered in the past, haven't we? One of our bonus tracks, and that's a song of love. And then she said she couldn't forgive him because he wrote Uptown Girl later and was knobbed off with somebody else. So, I don't think a lot of men would hold that. Well, you've said that, Billy Joel, So, mate, all right then. This is good. Women listen to lyrics more than men, and radio knows what they're doing, don't they? They do the research. Yeah. Do you think that's true?
I don't know. I'm just repeating what I've heard. Like a man would. This song written by Mitch Murray and Pete Callender. Do you know what other songs they wrote?
I've heard the name Mitch Murray many times. Go on, remind me.
Avenues and Alleyways.
Tony Christie.
The Ballad of Bonnie and Clyde.
Georgie Fame.
Yes. Billy Don't Be a Hero.
Paper Lace, was it?
Yes. Also The Night Chicago Died.
Don't know.
Which was also Paper Lace.
Okay.
Mitch Murray, in the 60s, he wrote How Do You Do It and I Like It and You Were Made for Me.
Joey and the Pacemakers, and the last one was by Freddie and the Dreamers. All right.
Yeah, he wrote the book How to Write a Hit Song in 1964 and was the youngest ever director of PRS in 1968 and founded the Society of Distinguished Songwriters. He went on to write the books Mitch Murray's One-Liners for Weddings, Mitch Murray's One-Liners for Business, and Mitch Murray's One-Liners for Speeches on Special Occasions, which I suspect might be a compendium of the former two books.
Fair enough. He's done a lot, Mitch Murray.
Yeah. I had a look on eBay. You can get those books for like 20 quid and they arrive within a month, so I couldn't get it in time. Otherwise, I would be doing those jokes right now.
Oh, I appreciate your input. What was the society was in? Respected Songwriters.
The Society of Distinguished Songwriters.
I wonder who else was in that.
Tim Rice was in it.
Yeah.
Who else was in it? There's a bunch of them in it. I mean, just set that up and put yourself in it. It feels like it's an honour someone else should bestow upon you.
We should set up a Distinguished Podcasters Society.
And it's just us.
No, we wouldn't be in it.
Oh, that's
Be
true.
everyone talking about the dinner and what serial killers liked. I don't know why I feel it. I don't know why I feel I have to make that dig when that chance comes up every time. Thanks for listening and watching.
Yeah, they were at the Royal Albert Hall again.
Who? Of the podcasters.
It doesn't matter.
It blows my mind sometimes that podcast. I've heard this the other day that one podcast beat Frank Sinatra's record at the Albert Hall. Frank Sinatra did over many nights, and then some people talking about how their dad wrote dirty stories or something beat Frank Sinatra's record. It's weird, isn't it?
What people want.
Yeah.
What do you think of Anthony Fitzgerald's input on this song?
Don't know what Anthony Fitzgerald's input was.
He was the singer, because that's Tony Christie.
Oh, well done.
Yeah. Why did he change his surname to Christie? It's a homage to someone else.
The mass murderer, what's his name, in the 10 Rillington Place? I can't imagine that's the case.
No, it's not that. No.
Which Christie?
Julie Christie.
Oh, okay, really?
Yes, after he saw the 1965 film Darling, IMDb rating 7.
Okay, well, that's good,
He's
isn't
like, I'm going to name myself after that actress.
it? Yeah. Unusual. What I liked about this song, it's got no bridge in it, really. It's just relentless, isn't it? It's got the folk song narrative to it. It's got the folk song feel to it. I'm telling you this story. I'm going to be relentless. I'm going to keep going, get some momentum. And by the end of it, you feel there's a strange exhilaration from listening to this record, I
You
believe.
feel like, yeah, I'm going to go out and kill someone
Yeah.
who's like really pissed me off.
Yeah. They say that about gangster rap, don't they? They've never said about Christie song, have they?
Yeah.
Christie song inspiring violence in all the youth.
This was his first of 4 UK top 10 hits. When was the next one?
A while later, I'm guessing you're going to say from the. I've learned your rhythms, James. I know when you're trying to mess me up. When was the next one?
1999.
Oh, I know the All Seeing Eye with was it Walks Like a Panther?
Yeah.
That's a great record. That is.
Yeah. And who wrote that?
Jarvis Cocker.
Yeah, well done. After that, of course, he has a number 1 in 2005.
Oh, with the Amarillo song, the Peter Kay. Yeah.
And then he has a number 8 hit in 2006 with Is This the Way to the World Cup?
Hey, I googled him recently because everyone's dead, aren't they? In these charts, I thought Tony Christie's
They're
not.
not. They're not all dead.
A lot of them. What's Tony Christie up to now? When I typed his name into Google and press news. Doing his final farewell tour, isn't he, Tony Christie, as of time of recording? So we're going to give him props for that. This was a good comment on YouTube, I thought. We've talked about his other records, haven't we? Cataline, who's a woman, so she listens to lyrics. That's what we're saying. It's going to turn into a regular thing now, James, for some reason.
She's one of them lyric listeners.
Bloody women listening to what you say all the time. She says, funny how Maria comes up in a few of his songs. Think his wife Sue should be asking questions.
What was
He's got another
Oh,
one,
Sweet
hasn't he?
Marie is in. Is it? I thought it was Sweet Marie in
It doesn't
Amarillo.
matter. Let's not mess up this point that we're saying. Cataline has done what
She's listened to the lyrics.
she's equated them to his real life, and she's thinking, why is he banging on about Marie all the time? Almost like he's garbling in his sleep. What's Marie? Who's Marie? Why you've mentioned her?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, there are other top 10 hits with the word Maria in the title.
Maria, as opposed to Marie. Blondie?
Yes, got to number 1 in 1999.
Shaking Stevens did Marie, but I'm not counting
No, it's
that.
not Maria, is it?
I just like to mention Shaking Stevens when I can. Maria. West Side Story?
No, that never charted. What if I was to go, un, dos, tres?
14. I'd start doing you two gone. What?
No, un, dos, tres, Maria by Ricky Martin.
I don't know that song.
Got to number 6 in 1997.
I mean, Ricky and Martin are two of my mum's friends. I'm addicted this week. I can't stop myself.
In 2010, Tony Christie appeared on a celebrity version of Come Dine With Me. He came joint second behind winner Janet Ellis, but ahead of Goldie. Should point out the DJ Goldie, not the dog from Blue Peter. Which would be why he would come last, really. Can't just go around and have pedigree chum and expect 10 out of 10.
It feels not my fitting tribute to Tony Christie to end with how he did on whatever that programme was.
Celebrity Come Dine With Me. It's not my fault. None of them are in The Masked Singer this week.
I mean, if you're going to be beaten by Janet Ellis, it'd be better to beat him because she's made a better risotto than sings better than you if you're a singer. So there's that.
I'd like to be beaten by Janet Ellis.
Have you got a little crush in Janet Ellis? Have you?
Don't know what you're talking about.
That's good, James. That's age appropriate rather than a beautiful daughter. Or Lindy Layton. You loved her and she was only a young girl, James.
I was 13 though at the time, though.
That's right, I remember that.
She is older than me.
The UK's number 1.
It's the non-mover at number 1. How long has it been there?
Well, it's been there for 2 weeks.
And it's going to be there for another 3.
Yes.
We've learned. It is Chirpy, Chirpy, Cheep, Cheep by Middle of the Road. I would like to say straight away it's got a key change in.
What an odd thing this record is.
Go on, I agree.
Yeah, well, it starts with Where's Your Mama Gone? In a slightly taunting way.
Where's your mama gone? Where's your mama gone? Where's your mama gone? Where's your mama gone? Far, far away.
Well, you say that, but of course the second time it's not Where's Your Mama Gone? It's little baby Don. Who calls their little baby Don? Don's an 80-year-old man.
We are in 1971, remember, James?
Do you think she's singing to Donald Trump?
Possibly. All right, then. I'm glad we've got into this, who he's singing it to, because a lot of people on YouTube are really digging into this. Bonsan says, I got sacked for playing this at the work's Christmas party. Who knew orphans could be so sensitive?
Right.
Good joke. Come on,
Yeah.
That's a good joke. This is possibly a better joke. Mr. Hicks says, the Queen singing for Prince Harry?
Brutal. I mean, it must be so triggering for a lot of people. And yet, it sold over 10 million worldwide. It's the third biggest selling single of the year in the UK. Do you know what beat it?
No.
Shall I give you the artist and you give me the songs?
Please, please.
Number 2, George Harrison.
My Sweet Lord
And number 1, Rod Stewart.
from 1971, Sailing.
Maggie May.
Oh, of course, Sailing much later. All right, well, they're great songs, so it's in good company.
But it is so odd. Because then, so having taunted a baby for not having a mother anymore, then it starts singing how last night I heard my mama singing a song, and the song, presumably the ooh-wee, chirpy, chirpy, cheep, cheep is a bit of the song the mom was singing.
We'd imagine it was a lullaby, wouldn't you, that the mum was
Yeah.
singing, and the Middle of the Road are doing it in a slightly more, well, weirdly, Middle of the Road style.
You wouldn't go to sleep with someone going, ooh-wee, chirpy, chirpy, cheep, cheep. That's not a relaxing, soothing song for a baby.
No.
But then, when she woke up, her mother was gone. So now whose mother's gone?
Yeah, it's a bit, as you say, it's discombobulating, this song. You can't quite work out who wrote it and what for. I'm sure you can work out who wrote it, who did.
It's a guy called Lally Stott, born Harold Stott Jr., born in Lancashire, and was members of sort of many Merseybeat groups who didn't quite make it in the early 60s. And then he moved to Italy and was doing gigs over there for a long time in a band called the Motowns. And then he wrote the song. He was only about 27, 28 when he wrote it. He put out a version of it himself, and then it was picked up by Los Caracas.
Who dat?
And I think we can all agree that none of us want to be picked up by Los Caracas. Who that? Well, they were a band who appeared on Opportunity Knocks, a band from Glasgow, who then changed their name to Middle of the Road.
Okay.
Can you think of other Opportunity Knocks contestants who might have had chart hits?
No, not really. I'm not familiar with the OK universe. Marty Webb, was she one of them?
She was New Faces, I believe. Mary Hopkin, Peters and Lee, Paper Lace. So Middle of the Road get offered this song. They go, we'll only record it if we're drunk. Because they are not fans. But they do record it and then monster hit.
I think that's good, isn't it? If you dislike something so much, that's like an evening out sometimes, isn't it? I've got to get through this somehow, so I'm just going to use loads of alcohol to get through it.
Yeah, I think they would, I think it was more a comment on the fact that they didn't think much of the song. And yet they did it. That tune, na 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 na, it's a football chant now, isn't it?
I like the fact Middle of the Road are named after a genre of music. Doesn't happen very often.
It's such a weird choice for a name of a band, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's not a particularly well thought of genre, is it?
No. I mean, it's an unusual band, isn't it? I was watching the video. There was loads of love for them, as always you would expect in the YouTube comments. But then I got into something else
Oh, no.
on YouTube.
Are you getting into a rabbit hole, Andy?
I'm going to say this because I know it will trigger you.
Okay.
Hello Channel says, no AIDS, no terrorism, no speed limit, no worries, freedom. Remember anybody? Right, now, James.
Right, no speed limit.
We both know what's going on there. I loved it. Loads of
We're
people.
coming back to no speed limit in a minute, just so you know.
All right, loads of people really dug into it while we're going into nostalgia from 1970s. Chain Gun Cassidy says there was definitely terrorism in the 70s in the UK. Roheen Kapoor says actually the speed limits came in December 1965 in Britain anyway. Ellen Chirpy says, I mean, HIV and AIDS was around, it just wasn't clinically prescribed until 1981. Then Bad Cat says, by the Minehalf Gang, the Red Army faction, Carlos the Jackal, etc., etc. There were shed loads of different groups all bent on people pushing their agenda using extreme violence. Ordinary people paid heavily for the agenda of the few. And then finally, Martin Hill pops up to say, yes, and we had bloody Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, it does seem weird in 1971 to go, there was no terrorism. So it's everyone in Northern Ireland goes, oh, is that so?
You ignoramus. I just like the fact Hello Channel. Sometimes people on YouTube get away with that kind of nostalgia and everything was good, but for some reason everyone thought, we're going after you, Hello Channel, you div.
Part of me thinks Hello Channel is taking the piss. They might be taking the piss a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Tell me about the speed limit thing you threatened to.
Well, middle of the road, they go on to have 4 more top 30 hits, 2 of which get in the top 10. But by the end of 1972, that's the end of their chart career. 3 of those songs were also written by Lally Stott, the writer of Chirpy, Chirpy, Cheep, Cheep. And in 1977, aged just 32, he dies in a motorbike accident.
Okay.
Sally Carr, who's the singer on this record, the lead singer, she has a son called Keith, who also dies in a motorbike accident in 2001. And the story is that after that, she finds it really hard to sing this song.
Okay. That brings us back to Mr. Hicks about the Queen and Prince Harry, doesn't it? I mean, what is ostensibly a cheery pop song has got darkness at its heart.
Yeah.
And we've just had Tony Christie murdering people, so things have taken a turn at the end of this 1971 top 10.
Yeah, because they sound like, as I say, it sounds a bit Eurovision-y. But there's a darkness there.
A beautiful darkness to not let us rest so easily on our laurels. Asokan Ponisami says, brings memories of my youth rushing back so strongly that I find it unable to breathe. So we're getting right into it at the bitter end, this James. Middle of the road.
For God's sake, stop listening to it. If you can't breathe because of it, just stop listening to it. You need to breathe. You need to, respire.
Yeah, all right.
Well, there you go. That's our top 10 from the 26th of June, 1971.
It's been a strange top 10, hasn't it? As I mentioned, James, in the last one, we were moaning a little bit last week about a fairly recent chart that sounded similar. You could throw an accusation a little bit towards this, at least in terms of song structure and, harmonic and melodic information. But it sounds like it has got a variety.
Yeah, and other than the suite, that's 9 artists we haven't covered at all.
Yeah.
And you were thinking, right, 1971, who's going to be knocking around in the chart? Are the Stones going to be there? A T-Rex going to be there? A Slade going to be there? No, none of them.
Yep. What would you say was your favourite this week?
There's a lot I like. I do like I Am I Said. I do like I Did What I Did for Maria. But I think in terms of the one that is going on the playlist, it's I'm Going to Run Away From You by Tammy Lynn.
What playlist? Do you make your own best of Shooby Dooby Doo? What playlist?
I'm not telling you.
I
It's a
do.
secret. It's my own secret playlist.
The one that's going on my secret playlist of highlights we do is Hurricane Smith one. Love that record this week. But they're all great to listen to. As always, you can check out all of these songs. We like to push that way. I mean, it'll be after now because we've finished, but listen to all these songs in the top 10. And there's another half a dozen songs on this playlist which never, ever made the top 10, which we're going to bang on about in our bonus tracks Patreon content. I watched some podcast, James, by one of our comedian mutual friends who do better than we do. They had a big list of associate producers and people who bring everything into it and, cameramen and sound technicians. And we don't do any of this. We do it all ourselves, don't we? And we can only apologise for the quality. But I think it's got a heart.
Yes, indeed. You can't put a price on that. Although we have by having a Patreon thing where we have tried to put a price on it.
Yeah,
you can join our community by going to patreon.com/ShubyPodcast. I mean, there's a free tier if you want to join that, or you can just join in with chats and stuff. Or you can become a paid member and you get access to the bonus tracks.
I would like to thank all the artists who made these beautiful records. I would like to thank all the producers, the songwriters, the session musicians. I would like to thank all the people who actually rushed out and bought these singles in 1971. But most of all, we'd like to thank you for watching and listening. We appreciate it.
And until next time, shooby dooby doo up.
Bop bop shoo up.